celebrated my 40th birthday, and I had a message rather to share. Now I want you to have a listen to the speech. This is basically rounding up everything that I have been doing as a speaker, the message that God has given me with regards to rising from pain to purpose. Have a listen. Yeah. Rise. You can rise above your situation. The first thing you need to do is the R. The R is to reflect. One of the things that I had to do throughout my challenges, that I consistently practice, that helped me, is to reflect on my actions. And I want to say, especially to my family, my mom, my sisters, who have seen me through so much, I want to say thank you and I love you. And I know it's not something that I have openly shared all the time, but as I entered the 40th year, and you all heard me share the theme of reset, I realized that there's one thing that I probably ought to do, especially for my family, is to acknowledge you and appreciate you publicly and say thank you. And how I got that is when I reflecting on the journey that I've been through, reflecting on the days where my family had to save me in Tanzania from a financial crisis, that I hosted an event and people stole £50,000. There was a lot of questions and query, but my family stood by me. And when you reflect, instead of taking that situation for granted, you could easily point a finger and say, well, they did that to me, or it wasn't me. No, I had a part to play. When you reflect, when you don't reflect and think about the part you had to play, is when it gets to your brain, you're not able to actually move forward in life and make a transformation. This is when you hear people, my husband will let you know, he's a mental health specialist, end up in a home or somewhere, because you've taken that situation, you've looked at it as a victim for too long, blaming other people, and you don't come out of that. You cannot rise from pain to purpose without reflecting on your actions. Yes, I was in a toxic relationship. We all hear me sharing about it. But what I always also share is, well, what part did I have to play in it? How about the fact that I was naive? How about the fact that I didn't know myself? How about the fact that I didn't take time to actually do the necessary work to discover what kind of relationship I'm entering into? So I want to appeal to you the same way. When you go through challenges and problems, it's very easy to point a finger, right? But guess what? The thumb comes to you. Look at yourself first and wonder, okay, they did this, but how what did I contribute to it? It's not your fault. Yes, we get that. But if you don't reflect on that, you will end up repeating the same mistakes.
Right.
The second one is I, which is insight. Insight means gain knowledge and understanding. You've all heard me talking about, now I write, I read. Why do I do that? Because I need to get knowledge and understanding of how to do better. Because if I don't, guess what? You will repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
You will do the same thing, because guess what? You haven't gained any new information. You will end up in another toxic relationship. You'll end up losing more money in a business. You'll end up going for the wrong job again. You'll end up just repeating the same thing.
Yeah.
You need, when you go through challenges, yes, they let me go, or they let me go, or this one did this to me. Yeah, but reflect on it. Get insight into, okay, how can I do better? In fact, what I like to say is go and ask, sorry, what happened? Why did you not give me that offer? Why did you not give me that job? Why did you not take that sale? I do that. I like to find out.
Yeah.
After gaining insight, the next one is S. Get strength. Get the strength to get over it. Get the strength to get over it. Because the longer you stay in that situation, okay, the longer you stay there, the harder it is to get up. I like to share stories, I like to use examples. For example, I posted recently my son, right? He's been trying to walk for the longest time. And we're there like, what's going on? We're stressing. I'm stressing. And become correct. What's happening? You're not. But he just gets up and he just kept going. He's not stressing and dwelling about it. And now guess what? He's walking. Not only is he walking, but he's running.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you learn to get up and rise above that situation. If you stay there replaying the story again and again and again, boo-hoo, sorry me, this happened to me, soon enough people even get tired of it, right? So you have to get the strength to get up, because guess what? Diamonds are built through fire. Okay? There is a reason and a purpose that you have gone through that thing because God wants you to be a testimony to somebody else. How can I stand here and say I've impacted 15,000 people? When I was doing the report and doing the research and looking at all my work, I said, wow, it's not even about me. It's look at all these people that could have potentially not had any breakthrough or any kind of somebody to look up to had I just stayed in that situation. So I want to encourage you to think about rising above it. It's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy, but guess what? That's where the reflection comes in. That's where the insight and the knowledge, because if you're not studying and you're not learning and you're not finding out how to do better, you will stay there. The last is the letter E. E is for empowerment, right? You all know, why is she all about empowerment? Why is she all about women? Because I know without accountability and support, without getting empowered by somebody, listen, nowadays we have media, right? Use it for good. Instead of sitting and just watching movies, how about you look for somebody that can inspire you or encourage you or empower you to do better? That is what empowerment is for. If you can't do it alone, then get accountability, get support, right? Who here has a headache, right? Who's ever had a headache?
Yeah.
Right? What do you do when you first have a headache? Anybody? You drink water, great. The headache is not going away. Paracetamol, okay. It's still not working. It's a week now. You've got the headache. What are you doing? Doctor, right? You go to the doctor. Now you go to the doctor and the doctor says, okay, it looks like, oh, may not just be a standard headache. You need to take this medicine. What do? Are you going to take the medicine or not? Yeah? Because you've gone to somebody who is an expert. You want to trust and believe they know what they're talking about. That is what the empowerment is all about. Getting support, getting accountability, getting help, seeking, staying in your own pain doesn't get you anywhere. So I just really wanted to share these 4 steps with you to rise. I want to encourage you, no matter what the situation is, it's not about, oh, somebody has been through what you've been through. You are not the first and you will not be the last. What I know for sure that is guaranteed is that God has allowed you to go through that pain for a purpose. Because do you know what I learned recently? I actually learned, okay, it's not just empowerment, it's not just, actually, for you to become the greatest version of yourself, you have to go through some pain. Yeah. It is a natural thing. For you to actually become the greatest version, achieve the things that you know you want to achieve in life, you will go through some pain. That is the only difference between the people who stay stagnant and those who rise. That is my message for you today. Rise to purpose. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to my message. So I want to share with you my birthday wish. As I turn 40 and to the fourth floor, I want to support 40 women rise from pain to purpose. I want to support 40 women to access the resources and the coaching services that I provide. Why? Because most of the women I support through UIG Social Enterprise are vulnerable women who cannot afford to fend for themselves, feed for themselves, fleeing domestic abuse and going through challenges. So they cannot access the resources that we have unless we get funding and donations from people like yourselves who are looking to support a woman rise from pain to purpose and unleash their full potential. So please send a donation, use the link below, check the description for details, and support a woman today. £10 goes a long way. Thank you so much.